Hey guys, welcome replay viewers. Evie, what are you doing, baby? It is what time? 6:04 California time on Tuesday, November the 4th, 2025. And I might leave this live up. I want to show you guys something. The people who know how to sew, why is it that when Joe sews the stretch material, I don't know if he's doing something wrong or if it's a sewing machine, that inevitably this will happen to my clothes. It'll just open up. See? And it wasn't like that before. It was sewn in the zigzag stitches that you use for stretch material. But I get nervous when we do stretch material because he seems to be doing everything right, but it always comes undone at the most inopportune moment. That's why I have needle and thread in my bag, just in case. So I'm gonna pin this and I'm just gonna do some back stitches on it to sew it back together. Not right now when I'm on camera. When I get off camera, I'll sew it. But for right now, I'm just pinning. I got 4 things to mend. A button to sew on a skirt for Jada. What else? The skirt has a lot of those press studs, the big one, but they're all falling apart. So falling off. So when they fall off, I have this set of silver buttons that I put on there for her. So every time one falls off, I put on another button. So I gotta sew that right there. That's why it's good to know at least those 4 stitches in sewing. The base stitching, which is called running stitch, right? The back stitching, which is the one you want because it secures things. The hem stitch, and then there's another loop stitch where you do the serging with. You can serge your own stuff, right? Hi, Diane. Tension and make the bobbin. The bobbin is full, but I'll tell him about the tension part of it. I don't know that he does it. No, look, this man constantly have me fixing this pants. Look at this, look at this pants. I sewed on by hand a piece of Velcro and a piece up there. See, I did that serging stitch there, the serging stitch. So he can close up this pocket. Because this pants is in great condition. It's just that the pocket parts are falling apart. So I already been done fix this pants. What the hell you want me to fix again? This one I had to put 2 pieces of the thing because I guess it was running out on me. Okay. Oh, the zip. Oh, he gonna need to change the zip. We don't have no zip. Okay, I could put this one in. This one's good. It's just letting go from the pants. But the other one, he needs a whole zip. Joe, if you want to go out. Joe. Jose. Jose.
Right.
If you want to go out. How the hell? How was this? I don't know how this thing was. Okay. Yeah, good evening to everybody who's in the chat. 9 people and only Diane say hi. Thank you for saying hi, Diane. I want to talk today about 3iAtlas. You guys know what that is? Because I'm talking till I'm blue in the face over here and the people over here not listening to me. So I have to come and let you guys listen to me. That's the good part about having a whole YouTube channel, you know. You got people that will listen to you, right? Talk your foolishness. Well, I don't think this is foolishness though. I think this is legit. Joshua, do you know anything about 3iAtlas?
No.
No? No clue as to what I'm talking about?
I know Atlas is like information.
No, this is a thing, an interstellar, I don't know what you want to call it. Not a device.
No clue.
An interstellar something, Joshua,
Yeah.
that's out there in space. And it is coming towards Earth.
Oh, okay. Mary talking about that.
Yeah, so they're saying that it's doing weird stuff. Like if it was glowing blue, then it was supposedly like hiding behind the sun, but it's really nowhere near the sun, and that it's hotter than the sun, and that it's accelerating at a great speed. That if it were to travel from, let's say, New York to Los Angeles, it would travel that. This man on his freaking phone. In a minute. It would take it a minute to get from New York to Los Angeles. I said, what the hell is this thing? They said it's not a comet. And they said, I think it was back in, I don't know if it's July, right when we got back from Belize, where they were saying that they put, Joe, just hang up on them people. Tell them vote yes on Prop 50. That's what I do with them when they call me with their madaras. Yes on Prop 50 and leave me alone. Yeah. I don't know if I could sew this thing out now. Yeah, pay me for this. Yeah, so it's some kind of interstellar thingy going out there in outer space. You know, I'm not a big ET conspiracy person, but I'm going to say it's an ET. What do you guys think? You guys have no clue what the hell I'm talking about. I think it's an ET. Hi, Carla, darling. I think it's an ET. Carla, have you been tracking 3iAtlas? I'm watching that lady, what's her name? Dr. Lisa Vest. I'm watching her. She's the one updating us on it. She will do like channeling, but she also talks the legit scientific part of it because she's a physicist, I think. Don't remember. So she tells you all the nitty gritty about the thing. And she makes me feel less afraid, but I'm still afraid. Because I don't know what the hell that thing is that just barreling towards Earth. You know? What do you guys think? Luke Jones, I'm not watching TikToks. Are you crazy? I'm watching legit stuff. I don't even use TikTok. I have a TikTok, but I'm gonna shut it down because I don't like who bought it over. I'm telling you, I have somebody who's sending me information on it every morning. So it's kind of scary. But not to the point that I'm losing sleep now. Who the hell is this Luke whatever Jones? Luke Jones, go to somebody else's page, okay? We don't need nobody over here. We have fun in here when we go live. You stop watching TikTok. Shut the F up. Well, you gonna get cussed the F out. Don't mess with me today or no. You gonna get cussed the F out. Okay. So I'm not watching none of the politics right now, but somebody is texting me updates as to what's going on, and I hear that a Democrat won for something in Jersey? Is it Jersey? Shit, it might have been Virginia. Anyways, I'm just interested in Prop 51. Yes on Prop 51, and I'm interested in that guy in New York. Zoran. I guess I should be interested in everything else, but that's what I'm looking for. Is it Virginia? Okay, thank you, Carla, darling. I mean, Diane, I watched one of these robots give a report, because you know it's all robots giving these reports now, and they said that us on the planet Earth did the worst thing because they opened hailing frequency like Star Trek and hail the thing to ask the thing what the hell's going on. But when they turned all that Hubble telescope towards that thing a few months ago, that's when I started to pay attention. But I still wasn't really paying that much attention until my friend started to send me info on it every morning. He's in Belize. And my friend is smart, right? He's an archaeologist. He's brilliantly smart. So when he starts sending me stuff, I start to pay attention. The hell? So I was joking today, say it was glowing blue to tell us there was going to be a blue wave. A blue wave. Okay, the thing is sew. The zip is sew. Okay, it's sewing. So the next thing, update on the fridge. Update on the fridge. So the little lady, the supervisor at the Costco warranty place, she called me today. She did all the way up in Ottawa, Canada. I even know she did all the way out there. But before she called me back, somebody had already called today from a different repair company and made appointment to come on the 7th, and then they call back later and change it to tomorrow. So I just had to sit down in a hot laundry room and move all that stuff again out of the front fridge, even though I told these people who live here, don't put nothing in this front fridge because I hate to have to move things again. They see me actively fighting. I'm the only one fighting for this fridge. Everybody sit down in here all day like they have life would not help me do shit. I'm like, look here, man. So the lady called me back and read the letter that she wrote to Whirlpool. And she said, you know, how they jerked me around 4 times, the repair people from Paradise Appliance Repair, and that Whirlpool is not seemingly doing anything to help me, and that the customer has a large social media following that she's gonna use to start bashing Whirlpool and Paradise Appliance, and later on Costco if Costco didn't do shit to help me. So Whirlpool answered immediately, apologized, and said, "Oh my God, Costco is such a good customer." Because that lady slipped up yesterday and told me that I'm not the first person to complain about this, and I'm not the only one. Not the first and not the only one. So if Whirlpool want to stay inside Costco as a vendor, they're gonna have to make things right for Costco members, because you don't pay a membership just to get the fridge the same price as you would get it from Home Depot. You pay a membership to get some more perks, which is the extra year of warranty that I don't have to pay for. I don't like paying for warranty. Warranty costs as much as the damn equipment. You know, so they come in tomorrow. I'm optimistic because it's a new company. If it was the same old company, Paradise, I wouldn't hold my breath. I already knew I was gonna be pissed if it's them. So, because I told her lady, them people know they set foot in my house again. They're liars. Saying that they try to reach me and I'm unreachable. What the Ross? I'm never unreachable. I don't know what's going on at the top of this zip right here, but I'm trying. I'm trying. So that's the update on the fridge so far. They're coming between 10 and 2. Let's hope they come, guys. Because right now I don't feel like the fridge is chilling as cold as it was a few days ago. When I took the 4 sticks of butter out of the front fridge, it didn't feel solid, like rock solid. It wasn't soft either, right? It wasn't room temperature soft, but it wasn't rock solid like it usually is. I could actually squeeze it a little bit. So I don't think it's chilling as well as it was a few days ago. Right now it stopped dispensing water, and it'll do that from time to time, then it'll start back again. So we're gonna take a note of what they fix, because if they have to fix that more than 3 times, Whirlpool have to give me a new fridge. We're gonna have to really monitor it. I have a lot of notes. I have a paper full with notes of what I've gone through. You know? I think I'm almost done fixing this thing, but something still feel off. Carla ain't playing tonight. Carla ain't playing tonight. Carla said, F this noise. This the ballet I'm coming. You better stop. You don't fucking know me. He don't know me at all. Me to watch TikTok. I hate these people who come in here and act like they know you. So Carla, did the little coolie man win in New York, or we don't know yet? I like him. And Carla could tell you, I used to like Andrew Cuomo. I used to call him my baby daddy, my boyfriend. I used to like him in the middle of COVID. I didn't even like when they attacked him and said that he was lying about the numbers, about, you know, all the old people that died that he covered up or whatever. I was upset about that. And then all the stuff came out with women, and I didn't believe all the women. In that one, I didn't believe all the women. I'll be the first to tell you, I did not believe all the women against Andrew. But no, I don't really care for Andrew. I don't care for him nor his brother. I didn't like when his brother lied when in the middle of COVID, and he had COVID and he was downstairs living in the basement away from his family, right? Because he didn't want to let them get it. And then he was already better after the allotted time. He went out with his family to the movies and everything and pretend like he didn't come up out of that dungeon yet. And then all of a sudden they put him on TV and he goes, oh, I'm coming. Whole lie, just for drama. Thank you, Diane girl. Thank you. Then we don't even use that freezer, you know. Is Jada will put a couple of things in there now and again, some of those little parfait thing that she buys from Aldi's. And Joe will put a piece of ginger in there, and we put some ice packs. We don't really open that freezer. The fridge we use, but not the freezer. See, I'm closing up that zip part. This part he gonna have to get a whole new zip. This zip is done. But it's kind of hard to put this zip in because it is moving. It's hidden behind something. Man, they make this pants he complicated. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Hi Hazel, you up late tonight, man. I'm fixing a pants here for Joe, guys, but something don't look correct. It look good from the outside, but the back still look something look loose. Yeah. Can you guys believe tomorrow will make 1 year since the man cheat for get back in the office and they allowed him to get away with it? That thing get me so angry now. That they still allow that man to get away with it, guys. He's like, mm-mm. Hi, Myrna. Myrna, how's Miss Maya? Mm-hmm. Myrna, I've never really spoken about Ruby. Am I allowed to speak publicly about Ruby? Can you let me know? I just always assume if you guys tell me things in private, it has to be in private, you know? I don't know how to do this thing, yeah. Bali. It's a pansa complicated. Ah, thank you, Carla, my darling. I did it. I did it that way today because I feel like if I put it in the middle all the time, the part is getting wider and wider and wider as my hair thins out, right? So thank you. That's a blessing. I was able to shut down my Spectrum phone today. Jory gave me the money to pay off for the phone. And I called him and said, if I pay off for this phone, will it humbug what I pay for the internet? Because when I got the phone a year and a half ago, it was supposed to save me $30 a month on the internet. And then it was free the first year. Then it was supposed to be $20 the second year and then $30 the third year. So I figured I would cut it off by the second or the third year. But I didn't have the phone paid off for and I have other bills to pay. So I can't shut it off till the phone is paid for. So Jory said, Mommy, I'll pay for it. It was not a lot. It was like $80 that I owed on it. So he paid the phone off. And after he did that, I told him I want to shut down the service. And I asked the lady, would that mess with the bill for the internet/cable? And she said no. She said it's not bundled, it's totally separate. You're not getting any promotions because of that. And she said, you know what, I can even give you a cheaper price for the TV/internet. We don't have to change anything because it looks like you need all that Wi-Fi or whatever that you use. We don't have to change nothing. You're gonna keep everything like you have it, and I can take your bill down from $186 a month to $146 a month for 12 months. I said, really? And she did all that, and before she signed, seal, and delivered the thing, the damn call dropped. I get a lot of drop call from AT&T, and I couldn't get back through to her, so I called back in and got somebody else, and that person was like, I don't see how she can do all of that, because usually when you're taking away a line, you lose the discount. You get a discount when you add the line. I said, oh no, she did everything already. She was just like on the last part wrapping it up. And so the next thing you know, I got an email from her that she changed everything like she promised, and that she went back and, what do you call it when they go backwards and start prorate, right? And so the bill went from like 186 to 101 for this month, and next month is going to be 141, and it's going to stay that way for like the next 11 or 12 months. I was like, yay. It was a good day. It was a good day. I got some good people today to help me with stuff, because that's $60 that I opened up that I can pay off a bill faster or buy food. You know what I mean? Oh, I can? Okay. Did you write the book behind you? Yes. Yes, I did, Nelson. That's my mom's book. My mom was writing the book already, Nelson, when she got sick in 2012 with cancer. I sat with her and I showed her how to outline it, and she was just jotting down notes. Then she got better for 3 years before she got sick again. And then I didn't know she had continued writing the book. So I found it after 2 years after she died. I found her little manuscript, and so I wrote it in her voice, because we would sit down when she was taking chemo and we would talk the stories that she wanted me to tell in the book, and she would give me with her what? Her energy, her take on it, the way she did her voice when she would say certain things. And so I wrote it from her eyes, and then at the end I tell the viewer that I'm the one that put it together for her, because she died before she could put it out, but I wanted it to be in her voice. I didn't want it to be in my voice. And then I narrated the book, but I only gave that narration to a couple of people in my life that have trouble with their vision. And I didn't send that to Amazon, because Amazon wants you to go into a professional studio and get it mastered, and blah, blah, blah. I can't do none of that. So that's my mom's book. Thank you so much for asking about it. It's for sale at Amazon, but I should have some in here too. I'll buy inventory. As soon as things get better, I'll buy inventory. Yeah. It's an easy read too, Nelson. It's like 2 hours. You could sit on the toilet and read it in 2 hours. Ah. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about Myrna. MNF. MNF is my good friend Myrna. Um, it feels like it's 2 weeks already. She lost her beloved dog that was like her child, a family member. And the dog's name was Ruby, and she was a dachshund. And Myrna had her for almost, was it 10 years plus something, almost 11 years? Or was she 11 years plus something? And she either had a stroke or a heart attack while in Myrna's arms. It was devastating. It was so devastating for her. She's still grieving, but she has a rescue right now, because she has to have the sound of pitter patter in the house. Maybe later she'll get like a brand new puppy, but this rescue is older, like 5 or 6 years old. Look, I fixed the thing, guys. I fixed the zipper for Joe, but he needs a zipper for this one, and I don't have any 7-inch zipper. Yeah, so Myrna was going through a lot. I'm telling you, the people that's in my life right now, they know I'm going through a lot, but they're also going through a lot, and we've really been there for each other. You know, it's devastating to lose a fur baby. You guys know we lost our fur baby last year, 2024, we lost one. And then this year, 2025, we lost the other one. So you know I know that pain. 11, okay, almost 11 years. Yeah. And I used to hear Myrna talk to Ruby when I'm on the phone with her, and she talked to Ruby just like Ruby is her child. It's like, Ruby, you always stick up underneath me. That's like this dog, stick up underneath me all day. So she has a rescue right now that's named Maya, and she came with that name because she's already old, right? She came with that name. And I feel like this dog is lucky to have Myrna and her husband. You know, I feel like we're lucky to have Evie. Although she bad, no rash, she bad. Today she put all the pillows from the couch around her and made a fort. How does dog know how to make a fort? Make a little cave. Yeah, so come back to this 3iAtlas thing. I am paying attention to this. I'm watching videos on it. I'm a little bit scared, but not to the point where I'm not sleeping, but slightly worried about this thing that's coming towards Earth, and now sending out bat signals and all type of thing. And our government is not talking about it. Why? Because they're over there fighting, having a shutdown. Did you all see where if you have $1 left on your EBT card, and you could prove to the certain shopkeepers that you are getting EBT, they'll give you a discount, right? Because of the shutdown. Did you hear what this fool told them? If they do it, they're not gonna have the right to use EBT no more. The stores to collect EBT no more. So they had to capitulate to him because they need that. You know, when my dad used to have his store at one point, he accepted EBT, but it's a lot of shit you have to go through to accept that, right? This thing have a whole hole on your mother ears. Let me think I done. This is the pocket itself has a hole. What the hell is going on with this pants? Joe, he might as well throw this pants in the trash, man. This thing have a whole hole down here. What the hell? I don't know how this to go. This thing has a hole. How is this gonna go, guys? This is a complicated one. So this one to this. Is he still gonna be able to get into the pocket? Yeah. Pocket's still working. We're gonna just keep sewing until we sew up all these holes. I know the lip band's still good, but it's just have hole everywhere, and he uses it for the gym. He uses it for the gym because he can put his keys and his wallet and stuff, right? Yeah, Myrna really needed a hug. I felt for her because you guys know how we ball when we lost Wee Dog. Girl, my name is not Greenwich. I know that what your name? Alexa spell it that way, yeah. Trash ass Alexa. It's Sarita texted me saying, "Good evening, Mrs. Greenwich," which is Greenwich, right? Yay. Anybody know if the Lee Cooleyman and New York win yet? Diane, did Zoran win? I see Ghana one party, the dance soca. Carla, the Lee Cooleyman, the dance soca. So look on this. Ever since time change, I get super tired like around 10:30. I'm like, why am I so damn tired? It's just 10:30. It's because in reality it's 11:30 in our bodies, right? Our body hasn't switched back yet. I'm like, this time change 6 again. I hear that too. Who they out there? Is that your mama? No, that's just 6:30. That's not your mama. They're not coming in here. Right, Evie? Evie said they ain't coming in here. Oh. Yeah, Cardo Slam. Is that Jada already? Maybe somebody else parked front of the house. Evie said, okay, I'm parked front of the house. I still got a damn hole. Okay, then what the rust is? Get him, Evie. You get him, Evie the PV. I'm gonna just keep sewing until this stuff is sewn shut. Get him, Evie the PV. I think somebody just parked on the street. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? I've pretty much canceled Thanksgiving. I told the Carla, you remember this song? No money not there, darling. No money not there. No money not there, sweetie. No money not there. Did you guys have that song in your country, or that's just a Belizean song? Jose Luis, you don't have to pay me for this, you know. Jose Luis. I went to Kaiser today to order glasses. The insurance is paying. God, I hope another close off the pocket. The insurance is paying. You never heard it? Okay, might be a Belizean thing. $80 towards the frame, and then just basic lens without any anti-reflection, anti-scratch, da 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 da. But surprisingly, Kaiser had frames starting at $19. They're not name brand, of course, but they're pretty. And all I ordered was computer glasses. You know, only you guys will see it. See, this is a computer glasses right here. Computer glasses. See, these are cute, but they're an old prescription. And then I have these. Firmu had messed this up. I wanted this to be computer glasses, and they put it for distance, and they put the blue light thing in there, the blue blocker or whatever. So now I could watch TV with this. When my eyes get tired, I watch TV with it. Firmu sells some good glasses, girl. So I ordered computer glasses, and even though I got one of the cheaper frame, I think my frame was $49. I said, the rest of the money can't go towards the next frame? And they said, no, only one pair. So who keep that money? Did Kaiser keep it, or the insurance still pay for that? Well, when Joe go, they allow him to use all his money. He gets 2 pairs every time he goes. I guess maybe because he has Medi, right? American Legion for Thanksgiving? What is that? What is that? Myrna, what is American Legion? That's where you're gonna go? We usually don't have a big Thanksgiving anymore since my mom died. It's just us and Jory and Esther and Mabel. But normally everybody want a specific dessert. And I told them we're not doing that this year because we broke. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting to see what I get paid from the AI, guys. I really hope it's a good payday. But I don't know what they're going to give me per hour. But just to give you an example, I gave like 2 hours to one company. Just 2 hours. And that company sends it to the other company, the second company, for them to package and sell to the companies who are doing stuff to train the AI models, right? So I've already used company A, and they paid me just before I went to Belize. And after the money went through, they said I couldn't touch the money for 90 days unless I forfeited 5% of the money. I did, because I needed the money before I went to Belize. I wanted to make sure all my bills were paid before I left, right? And have a little bit of pocket money. And I got the money right away. If not, I would have gotten the money July, August, so till September. So I only gave them 2 hours because I wanted to give the most hours to company number B, because I'm trying to bypass company number A. So company B told me these 2 things here are paid out and they're processing right now. But they didn't tell me when it was going to be done processing. And I know when it's done processing, I have to sign up for this thing called Ramp, which is kind of like a PayPal. Then the money will go into Ramp. And then I will have to wait 90 more days for that money. So I'm hoping that they have the same feature as company A, where they'll charge you a certain percentage to get the money out early. We'll see. Crossing my fingers, my eyes, my toes. What else can I cross? My legs. Fingers, eyes, toes, and legs, okay? So company A wrote me and said, hey, you have a payout coming from the couple of hours you sent us, and it's gonna come early next week, which is now. This is early next week. Monday and Tuesday to me is early next week. Wednesday is the middle of the week. Thursday and Friday, it's late in the week, right? So I'm like, come on. And so I already know how they work. Once the money go in, if I want it right away, I gotta forfeit so much percentage. If not, I gotta leave it there for 90 days. Now, I don't know what I'm making from them, and it looks like it's like $50 or something. Because I didn't give them a lot, and if they don't use the whole 2 hours, they don't use the whole 2 hours. But because they wrote it like this, 52.1. What the hell is 52.1? Is that $52.10, right? So, but they showed me what I made for certain things. So on one type of content, I made $35 an hour, and my portion is $19.40 an hour because that company takes the rest. So this company here pays them, and now they have to pay me. So everybody to take some of my goddamn money, right? So the next thing that they said they sold for me was $84 an hour, and my portion came to $49 an hour. So it's not going to be a big check from them, even if they use up the whole 2 hours, right? But that tells me that it was a lot of money. So now that this company here didn't have to give them the $84 an hour for them to take out for them piece and give me 49, am I now going to get the $84 an hour direct? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm telling you, I have everything crossed. But honestly, I would like it to be a big check. But even if that check come to be $500, it's still good money for me right now. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell going on here with this friggin' pants. This is starting to frustrate me because I did so on. Can't finish patch hole, Joshua. I don't know what the hell happened with this zipper. The whole thing fell apart and pocket got big hole here. I lose everything in this pocket. Carla said hi, Joshito.
Hey.
Joshua said hey. Hey. You know who I haven't heard from in a long time? Lucy. Carla, you remember Lucy? I haven't heard from Lucy in a long time, man. I have to, and Edmond Montefusco. And I have Edmond number. I don't know if I still have Lucy number, but I have Edmond number. But I thought about Lucy today because Joshua wearing one of these strongman shirts, and Joshua said he don't know where he got it from, and I said, didn't Lucy send that for you? And he said Lucy sent a couple, but he didn't remember this one. Who's Cheryl? Who's Cheryl? What happened to military people? What the hell did I miss? Oh, that's what the thing is, military people? That's what you're doing? Okay. Okay. I see. They have this set of needle and stuff that they advertise every time I try open a YouTube video, and I want it so bad. It's only $8 for the set of needles with the thimbles and the thing to thread the needle and a ripper. But they claim it's so good that the needles don't bend. The thimbles, they look different because they go on here like some brass knuckles. And the thing to thread the needle looks different too. Hi, Karen. Cheryl, New Jersey governor. Is that person a Democrat, Carla? Did they win? Did the Dems win? Somebody said tonight every condiment is going to be stoned against the wall in the White House. Because Diaper Don is going to lose his cotton picking mind. I hate that he was able to get away with cheating. Because I know he cheated. Him and Elon Musk cheated. And he keeps saying it. When he was overseas in Asia the other day, he said, I didn't even win. I'm like, yeah, we know. We know. But unfortunately, a lot of people are still in the cult. So yeah, I'm not made for a cult. One, I don't like share. Two, I don't like nobody for telling me what the hell to think and do. I don't want to bow down to nobody. You know what I mean? I watched this thing on Lifetime over the weekend, and it was with that guy Jeffs. What's his first name again? What's his first name? Warren Jeffs, that cult guy. And a part broke my heart, Myrna. He decided, because he's the prophet, that he didn't want any dogs in the cult, right? In the little town that they live in, the little city or whatever. And he told the people they have to give up their dogs. And he promised them they were going to go to the pound or whatever, right? No, his men took the dogs to this big old hole where they dig, and they shoot up all the dogs. Mothers, that thing hurt my heart. I'm like, how the hell I could belong to any cult? Not me. When I go to church, when I used to go to church, I'm the one that always have a bajillion questions to ask. Like, why? Remember when the preacher tell me go join the evangelist, whatever the hell the thing name, auxiliary, they call it auxiliary. And the wife tell me can't join that because I wear toes out shoes all summer. And I said, but Jesus wears sandals. And I said it so undisrespectfully. I wasn't disrespectful about it. I said, but Jesus wears sandals. And she goes, oh. She looked at me like she was shocked because they're so into their dogma. You know? Like when they talk about, oh, that man is wearing a dress. They're not even talking about trans, right? They're just talking about an outfit that looks more feminine, you know, like maybe they have a long overcoat or something. And the preacher, they go off, and I'm like, who decided that women wear dress and men wear pants? Who decided that? You know what I mean?
Hey.
They come up with all these rules, and don't know who the hell decide this shit. Man not supposed to have long nails. Who decided that? I don't understand who decided that. What's wrong with that if a man have long nails? No, I don't like to see it. Me personally don't like see man with long nails. But that don't mean they can't have it. Maybe somebody else out there likes it. I bought that sewing kit you were talking about. Oh, you bought it, Diane? Oh, wow. I really wish you had used it already to tell me how it worked. What happened to Mandami? He win? Mandami won. Oh my God. I am so happy for New Yorkers. Then get rid of that old rasshole man. That man was something else. Eric Adams was something else. When I saw the YouTubers used to talk about him, we all hit it out there, I'm like, damn. Damn, you had it, dude. You know, a whole black man had become the whole mayor of New York City, and you gonna spend this away with your bloody foolishness. Let's go, little coolie man. He gonna do it. He gonna do a good job. He gonna do a good job. So what about Prop 50 then? Better make Prop 50 win too. I vote for that. I want the gerrymander the ass out of there. I wonder when Moses, what in Galcana? Moses, Mike, Sarita, help me. Moses, Mike, Grinder Johnson? Moses, Mike, Grinder Johnson. I wonder what he I don't know. I'm checking for holes again. If this man lose anything, yeah, blame me. You know, Joe likes to gaslight me, right? So I've been doing this thing where I've been gaslighting him. Today when he went for the glasses, I told him how awful he was when he used to come home from work and the house was dirty. And he goes, I wasn't like that. I'm like, yes, you were. He wasn't like that. But he don't remember. Because he like gaslight me. So I gaslight him right back. Carla, Karen is asking about Jersey. If Cheryl won. She said she's in Jersey. I sleep camping and I didn't go. I was feeling weird. Okay. Was it a cult? Was it a cult? Oh, she said yes, Carla. Karen. Carla says Cheryl win. I'm assuming that's a lady, right? Because I don't know who made a run for what. I too busy to watch 3iAtlas. 3iAtlas. I too busy. I need to find some stretch material to make some sweatpants for the winter. Some sweatpants to just sleep in though. They don't have to be fancy. So what happened, Carla? Give us the story. Give us the chisme. What happened with this camping trip? Me can't join no cult. The minute the cult man him come in and say that you have to bow down to me and you can't listen. In that one with the Warren Jeff story, now I don't know how true to life they tell the story because it's on Lifetime. They like change the story up. He would run the men out of the cult and say, you were unfaithful to the cult, so you gotta leave, you excommunicated. Your wife and picnic ain't gonna stay here. And he started to sleep up with the wife and the young picnic, the little girls. I said, what the hell? Girl, no. No. Me don't see some church that cult. Me can't do that. They don't tell me what to do. No church could tell me give up my money and don't worry about my rent or don't worry about food for my kids because God won't provide. Because me already know when the preacher need money, he come and ask the members or the parishioners. But when the parishioners and the members need money, he tell them go ask God. Me already know that. No. Karen said, wonderful. Yeah. I see. So I hear said somebody Belizean won for a city council seat in, I think Brenda says it's in Florida. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I hope the Belizean are not MAGA, because they got some stupid Belizean with a MAGA. You know, some Belizean people think they're white, you know. They don't know they're not just Latino. They want them to think they're white. You see how long I say we had this whole hole after hole after hole in this goddamn pocket? I could see if I find any more hole, guys. No hole. The man could put his stuff in here and don't lose nothing, hopefully. Unless the threading come apart. No, it's holding, it's holding. I think I'm going to go over this again, though. Me not trust this. Me not trust this. Me went over that again with a second row of stitch. But it looks like I got it all. Oh, that was the next. What the hell? Was I in the next pocket? Oh. Guys, I was in this next pocket when I have no zip. What the hell? I was in the wrong pocket. What is this? I saw the damn thing in. Oh, dummy. I saw the damn thing. No. It's there. It's there. I found it. I found God at the corner first and Amistad, where the West was all but one. Smoking his last cigarette. Hi, Simply Smarter in Tampa. Is she MAGA? Hazel, is she MAGA? Because I know city council people don't have to tell you they're a political affiliation, right? They don't have to tell you if they're Dems or Republican. I don't think they run as a Dem or as a Republican, right? Or do they? Because some of them believe in a MAGA, you know. Okay, this one done. This one not gonna hold. I think I was sewing this one. The one where I need to change the zip. I sure was. Or maybe I saw it before. Yeah, it feels like I sewed this before. But this need a new zip. He has to go to Walmart, buy a new zip, and this is going to be hard to put in. Bali. This is one zip going to look weird because It's gonna have to be sewn from the outside. It's gonna have to be sewn from the outside, guys. I need a ripper. Diane, you might as well send me that kit. You're not using that damn kit. I face it, not true. It's only like $8, but child, I got everything due. My PO box went past due Friday. I gotta pay it before they give it to somebody else. It's like everything is due when you're broke. Isn't that the case? I don't know. In my city, they show their party. They do? Maybe they do. Maybe I just don't know. But the deacon was trying hard, so I was the only one, you know what. They came to church every Sunday and then go back. The one Sunday, a beautiful convert invited me to a celebration. Oh. Walk to Confederate. Okay. Ooh, I know what that word is. I like how Carla know how to write the thing to not get me in trouble. I don't even have the ripper. I can't find my ripper. Cause you ain't nothing but a teaser. A dirty, dirty teaser. See, this is trapped in here. This gonna be trouble, guys. I can't get on this side to put in the zip. I'm gonna have to slip it in there. So right on the top here. Just grab it so. And so. Man. This man meanie make I work. Yeah, this is one of them where when I loose it, I gotta be putting the zip in to follow what it did. But for right now, we could use it because this one didn't work. This one I'm feeling again for holes. I got it off Amazon. Oh, okay. D, I'll send you my Amazon wish list. I'll send you the wish list. I have a Bare Pantry Show Amazon wish list, and I'll text you the wish list because I think it's on there. And then when you buy it off the wish list, Amazon will know exactly where to send it. That would be nice. That would be a nice gift. I know it's only like 8 something, but like I tell the girl, I got a lot of bills to pay. I'm making a decision between paying the water bill and my PO box. That's the decision right now. And the water bill gonna have to come first. PO box gonna have to come last. Oh well, oh hell. I'll just have to use somebody random address as a return address. That's all I use the PO box for right now is a return address. Nobody send nothing there. Joseph, you need a zipper for this pants. You need a zip for this pants.
I know.
But this one, I fixed the one that was falling apart. I didn't know this was the pants we put the Velcro on already. But this one had a bajillion, like, every spot I turned there was a hole. You may I lose everything out of this damn pocket. When I got a zip, I think I got all the holes.
Okay. Think about it.
You're welcome. Okay, cool. I'll send you the link when I get off. And then we'll do a review on it. And I'll give Diane a shout out. Like, yeah, Diane sent me this. Let's do a review. Why does it feel like this is open to the public somewhere? Red, red wine. I'm making sure I got everything, guys. Same speed I went and left. The owner of the house was cracking jokes about when the people, there were two of us there, and they certainly hightailed it over there. I don't blame you, Carla. Carla, to give you a whole story, yes. Rob Saw mentioned me in a comment. Rob is on Facebook. Carla is giving us a whole story about a cult that almost sucked her in. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid of cults. I'll never join one. I'm too independent minded to join cults. The hell? It's like, no. You want to tell me what I can't wear? I'm not going to a church half naked? Some of these women going to church with the shortest dress, they got some big body, and then dash themselves down the ground and with their legs sprawling open front of the men's. Then go to church for that. Mm-hmm. Lordy, lordy, lordy. I can't see for string this needle. And he got a big eye, you know. Why in the heck I can't see the string this needle when it has a big eye? I remember I used to laugh at my auntie when she was in her 70s and couldn't string the needle. And I'm like, give me, make her string it. I keep missing the damn hole. And you see me stringing this needle all night. Maybe I need to cut it. Need to cut the thread. So Zoran win. Carla says Zoran win in New York. Is it Carla who said that? Somebody said that, right? Then people want to hang themselves now. And Dracoma must say I moved that Florida now. You know, his dad was a good man. And I think at one point he was a good man too, but all of them become narcissistic. You know? They all become narcissistic. You guys, I really hope they fix the fridge tomorrow. It's a different company coming out. I'm going to take a lot of notes to see what they supposedly fix. What went out on that fridge. And I'll make another short video saying what happened. We're not just going to leave them out there hang to dry. That video that I had where I count 1, 2, 3 and I switch from one fridge to the next, I had that forever to make it into a short. But I couldn't make it into a short because it was too short. Shorts can't be less than 6 seconds, and that was only 3 seconds. So it was too short. So I couldn't make it into a short. I was doing a thing where I needed a scale for a photo shoot, and I was saving the money to buy the scale off of Amazon, and Joe get up Sunday morning and make me a scale from scratch. It was so pretty. I'm gonna put the picture out there on Instagram. I've been taking some pictures of food to put at Pexels. Both of you said it, that the guy wins, Zoran win. Yeah, I haven't been watching my YouTube news people. Them girl from iHip News, Pumps and Jennifer. They have nickname. Oh my God, I saw this thing today on probably YouTube where this girl did a short and she said that Kash Patel real name is Kash, K-A-S-H-Y-A-P. Yeah, we figured it was a short anyway because them Indian names are weird, right? And the girl said, is this man really named Kasha? But it's more like Cash Yap, right? Yap, Y-A-P. Is he really named Cash App? She had me dying on the floor. So they said that's when I start to call her now Cash App, Cash App. Boogly Eye Cash Patel. Cash Patel. He in a rail up because he used the government planes for his 26-year-old girlfriend to fly somewhere to go sing country music for a wrestling match. And people called him out on it. And he get pissed off and said she's one of the greatest Americans ever lived and she's a star and this and that. And we don't care. We don't care who it is. You can't be using the government money like that for make she go sing. What the hell? Democrats do that. They would drag us from here to Timbuktu, though. See, I don't like hypocrisy. I'm like this. If I'm going to be doing something, I can't condemn you for doing it. I'm very much into that. Mm-hmm. Oh, Carla, put the cash up. Thank you, Carla. I know everybody go through hard time too, though. But thank you, guys. Cash App really does help a lot. Oh, did you see where they're going to start charging now for Zelle? They're going to start counting Zelle as you withdrawing money from the bank. So you know how you have a set amount you can withdraw for the day, right? Daily withdrawal amount or whatever. That whatever you send in Cash App is going to count towards your daily withdrawal. And once you hit that amount for the day, your withdrawal amount, they're going to start charging you fees. And if you hit that amount and you send a Cash App, not a Cash App, sorry, a Zelle, then it'll be missing from your account. Let's say my limit is $1,000 a day, and I send 1,200, and so out of that 1,000, maybe 300 went to one person to make the 1,200. They'll swipe it from my account, but they won't send that 300 to that person till the next day. So your bill might be late if you're trying to pay a bill on time or something. I said, what the hell? They said the banks are pissed off because people were sending money from Zelle and they're not getting any fees. Like how PayPal getting fees, they're not getting any fees. I said, wow. We're going to have to start putting money under the bed like what they used to in the olden days. You know what I mean? We're going to have to do something. So maybe Cash App won't catch on to that too and start to charge. Who knows? PayPal surely charge. I think PayPal is 2.9% plus 30 cents. If you guys ever send me a PayPal as a donation and you're not buying like one of my books or something, please let PayPal know it's a donation. Don't act like you're buying something and make them people take out that percentage, because I don't get that percentage. They keep it. Now, if you're buying my book, then yeah, tell them you're buying something. Okay, this done. Me tired of sew this now. I guess the man going to the gym tomorrow now fix the pants. Me fix the pants. Oh, my foot is under the thing. They've been doing that since back in 2021. They've been doing that, calling Zelle money withdrawal. I didn't know that. When I saw that video, it seemed like it was just happening. It's like, wow, mija. Then people do what they want to do. So, what do you guys think that 3iAtlas thing is? Because the scientists say it's not a comet. They say a comet is cold, not hot. And they say this thing hotter than the sun. They're saying that that thing left wherever it left from 8,000 years ago. And I know a lot of the Christians don't believe the earth is more than 2,000 years old, because that's when Jesus walked the earth, right? So they think it's only that old. But they said the earth is actually pretty darn old. I thought it was more like 6,000, but I heard it was 8,000. And they say it left from wherever it left from them. But they're like, it's like the dense forest theory. Don't call out to let the thing know where we are. But the people of Earth already did this. They're like, you know, like in those movies where the white girl hears a noise and she goes, hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Girl, no hello. Run. Run. I like how you guys are just keeping me company while I'm sitting here mending. I'm just gonna mend 2 tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna sew the button on Jada's skirt. And then I have to tackle this white dress that she has from Temu so that I can change the zip. You know, in America they say zipper, in Belize they say zip. Y'all, I finally bought a scissors sharpener. So because I would go to the store and the scissors would be $10, but the sharpener would be 15. And I just keep buying new scissors because it was cheaper than the sharpener. And finally I went the other day and I bought the damn sharpener and I sharpened all the scissors. So I got 50 Lemteen scissors that work now because I was able to sharpen them. Sarita, are you still with me? Your boy is counting down this week, hoping everything will happen by Friday. Whew. This is the one he want not up. And they froze his account? Wow. I think I need to pull this through soap or something. You still here? Okay. Yeah. I am mending things, Sarita. Oh crap, I didn't have this phone plugged in. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What the wire there? This dratted phone go die. I have 10% battery. Okay. There we go. I think tomorrow I'm gonna text Edmund. I haven't seen Edmund in such a long time. Diane, you remember Edmund, right? Edmund is always the one that will go look up things to give us the correct story. I hope that man is watching you very much. Oh my god. We might go walk again tomorrow. Let's see how the weather stay when we wake up. You know, I've been doing my little workout, right? My resistance workout. And I started before I went to Belize. But then when I was in Belize for the 3 weeks, I didn't do it. I just did the walking with Tracy and Joe. So when we came back, I could not get into the mental space of doing the resistance. And I don't have resistance band. I just kind of tight my arms, push. Imagine that I'm at the gym on the machines and, you know, those ones in there and push down. So I do 3 sets of 10, right? Well, finally, I'm up to 2-pound weights. And it feels really, really good. It's not hurting the shoulder and stuff. And I feel like in the next week or so, I could move up to 5-pound weights. So I'm so excited about that. You know? I don't know if I'll ever get to 10-pound weights because they're loose weights. And I don't know. I don't want to like shortchange myself. But I'll see. Once I'm done with the 5-pound, I'll see if I can go to the 10-pound, right? But I'll probably be at the 5-pound for a while once I get to that. Because right now the 2-pound is feeling pretty steady. Hi, Thomasina, my darling. How you doing? You feeding your face? Say hi to the hubby for me. What y'all eating? Joe made stew chicken today. I know Thomasina cost me. Oh, let me shut my mouth. Let me shut my mouth. Esther go here. Esther loves stewed chicken. My God, today. But that's the last meat we have in the house. That chicken that Joe cooked today, that's the last meat we have in the house. And he say, what the hell are we going to do afterwards? And I said, go vegan. Me, I know how to roll with the punches. No, Joshua's going to go buy some leg and thigh. Yeah, I'm doing it, Myrna. I'm doing it. Remember, you're the one that tell me to remember to keep the resistance going. I'm doing it, girl. If I don't do it at night, right before I go to bed, because I don't even work up a sweat. I'm just doing the strength training part. If I don't do it, then, and I do the bottom too. I do my legs too. I do my whole body. I'll lift my legs, go to the side. Imagine that I'm on the machine that's doing the back with this. Do the calf stuff. Do the squats. So but I do it right next to the bed at night. That way, if I get dizzy, I told you guys, I think it was last week, I was going to bed one night and the vertigo came on so bad that all I could do was like hobble down the hallway to go get Joshua because I didn't want to wake Joe, because when you wake Joe, he can't go back to sleep. He has trouble going back to sleep. And I figured it would go away. I'm like, what triggered this off? So me and Joshua are trying to figure it out. And then I come out here and he put that thing on my neck to do my shoulder. I go, maybe your neck is out of whack, right? Because sometimes that will bring on the vertigo, and that seemed to not be working. And then I told him I felt nauseous. And then by the time I made it back to the bedroom, I had to go in the bathroom and I just barfed my guts out. And I still don't know what happened. After that happened, the vertigo went away. I was able to put a heating pad on my stomach and fall asleep and sleep right through the night. So all of a sudden, somebody I know, I'm not going to call no names, had the same thing happen to them this weekend. And so I'm like, that just happened to me last week, right? So we're thinking it's some type of food poisoning. They fire everybody. We check these things, so nobody's checking nothing. So I told her I'm going to go vegan. The hell? I'm scared of these meats. And she says, me too. And then Joe said, but the vegetables, they're not checking them either. A lot of the time, the spinach will come with E. coli. I said, what are we going to do, guys? Man, keep praying, Diane, because he did get paid yesterday, because he get it on the 3rd. Better days are coming. I'm going to get paid from that AI. You watch. I'm going to come up here screaming, I got paid from the AI. Yes, I got paid from the AI. No, I'm not going to come up here screaming because people are going to know my business. I'm going to just tell you guys I got paid. I got paid and I'm happy. That's how you know it's going to be a good paycheck. I'm going to say, I got paid and I'm happy. If I got paid, but it's just me, I'm going to go, I'm grateful to God for what I got. Listen to the clues, right? I'm grateful to God for what I got. So I hope he gets his Social Security next month. I hope he does. But I paid off one bill and freed up $60 a month, so that's a big help. That's a big help today. That little lady from Costco, she was so excited to read to me that letter she wrote to Whirlpool, and the letter they write she back. I'm like, girl, we Belizean. We know how to write a FU letter. But she was good. I told her, put your boss on the phone so I could tell her you really did everything you could to help me, and you're fixing. It's not just about helping me, it's that you're actually getting results. I don't like to hear people say, I hope so. I hate hope. I don't like hope, the words. I hope so. When you hear I hope so, that means I'll come true. Oh, Diane just say I hope. I'm not talking about that though, Diane. I'm talking about, when you ask people for, something's going to come to pass. And they're like, you know what? I hope so. Y'all see Dick Cheney died? Me never know the man dead yesterday. Yeah, we got plant. Okay, plant. Tomorrow, I'm going to crack the whip on Joe. Because Joe is... I don't understand this man. Every time I tell him about plant, he find a reason. I'm going to have to go there and start. I'll tell you guys a story, then we're going to come back to Dick Cheney. So when the kids were little, I wanted to put up a doorbell outside the security door. So when we bought this house, that security door wasn't there, the whole cage and the door. It was just open to the public. So once you leave out of this wooden door, you're right out there in the public. I didn't like that. Plus, we have that room that's my office now that used to be Joshua's room. And I wanted something to secure it, and I didn't want to put bars on the window per se. So Joe and his brother Richard built that cage thing and put that door in it, right? So now the doorbell is in the porch area. Now nobody can reach the doorbell because it's locked up in this porch area. So I told Joe I wanted a doorbell outside. And I bought the doorbell and I asked him to install it, and he procrastinated. And you had to drill, right? You had to use a drill bit to drill to make the hole to put the doorbell or whatever. And he just kept putting it off. So Jory get up. Jory probably was 11 at the time. Was he that old? Man, it took me a long time to put up that doorbell because that thing happened when we moved in here. Joshua was 6. Maybe Jory was younger than that. But it was Jory. I remember it was Jory. Jory jumped up and grabbed the drill. And Jory grabbed, I don't mean to give you guys the finger, but I swear to you the drill bit was as thick as my middle finger. And all we needed was a little bitty drill bit. And Jory say, I'm going to make the hole to put in the doorbell, Daddy. Joe jumped up so fast now and grabbed that thing from him. And I was like, you're going to put a massive hole in that thing. Give me that damn thing. And that's how he went out there and did the thing. So I've learned from that when I want Joe to do something, I have to get up and start to do it myself, even if I do it very poorly. I'm going to get up tomorrow and start to dig over there and go find some kind of wood and start to set it up saying I'm building my flower box.
Yeah, dig by yourself.
I'm going to go dig. Me and Evie. Me got Evie. Me got Evie for dig. See me to talk this thing right from your face. Me not afraid for you. Evie there right there. When I start to dig, Evie go, hello, we digging? Oh shit, we digging. Look at Evie. Look at Evie. Oh, she just flipped over. Every time I put that pillow to separate she from that side, she take the pillow for herself. They promised to come tomorrow. A new company coming to fix it. Oh, you wanted an update on the thing? Linda G said someone was ready to die a couple of days ago and Cheney died. Okay, make we talk about Cheney. So Hazel, a new company coming tomorrow. The lady got through to Whirlpool, the supervisor at Costco, the Armenian lady, got through to Whirlpool, and Whirlpool answered her because she tell Whirlpool that I have a large social media following and I was willing to utilize them to bash Whirlpool. And I started, yes, I started my first video yesterday. You see, I know the play. Because the next place I would have put it at my Facebook because it would have gotten more views at Facebook because I have more followers there, right? Anyways, a new company is coming tomorrow between 10 and noon. And I'm going to pray to God that this fixes it because I had to go empty the whole fridge. Well, let's go talk about Cheney. So, you know, Dick Cheney, I think once, that man was in government for 1,500 years. Because I only remember him being, what you call the thing? A vice president to Bush Jr., right? Younger Bush. It was him, right? Oh, yes, because the had dummy Dan Quayle. We couldn't spell what? Potato or tomato or something. So, Dick Cheney, I think he wasn't he like Speaker of the House one spell? Not when Bush was in, but when other people were in, other Republican. And I think he was Pete Hegseth's job. What's he, the head of the military? No go quote me now, but he's been in government forever. And I will always remember that recently, you know, before he died, he did come out and talk against Trump. And I didn't like that his daughter voted lockstep and everything Trump did the first time, but after that she wake up, right? But anyways, I want to talk about his health. So he had his first heart attack when he was like 37. And then after that, he had, was it like 5 heart surgery or 5 different heart attacks after that one day? Or 5 total. In any case, at 71, this man get one heart transplant. I'm like, what in the hell? I thought they didn't give transplant after you hit 45. Hazel, am I wrong? Is the cutoff age? Because I remember one of my cousin mother-in-law, she had a liver transplant. Because she liver just gone out just like that. She didn't have no sickness to knock it out. It just went out. And she got a liver transplant. And I thought she said the limit for that was 45. How does 71-year-old man get a whole heart from who? The who they gonna kill for take their heart now? 71. This man got a heart transplant. He lived 13 years with it. And then pneumonia took him out. But I will give him credit that he did stand up against Trump as one of his last public things he said. Wasn't he the one that shoot the man up his butt? Was he a senator? See, I didn't know that part. Carla answered the thing. Carla said money talks and bullshit walks. It's because he was rich, right? I'm telling you, they knock off somebody. They knock off somebody for the heart. Probably a Mexican. They like to knock them off to get their parts. Just saying. Just saying. A whole heart. You know, I wouldn't be against giving away my body parts, but I'm not putting down my driver's license because I feel like they kill you for that. I always remember this Clint Eastwood movie. I think it was called Blood Red or something, and he was a detective hunting down a serial killer, and the serial killer was playing cat and mouse with him, and Clint Eastwood had a heart condition in the movie, and he needed a heart transplant. And the killer gone and killed people out there. He look up their driver's license to see who was donors. And he would kill them, shoot them in the head, and let them get to the hospital quick time for give Clint Eastwood a heart. But a couple of times they didn't get there on time, or they weren't the right match. I don't remember what the hell it was until they found out they got the right match. And I'm like, I know they put that no way in a no public. No, you crazy. No, I feel like they kill you for it. Our big business, I don't think there's no age limit. For real? And Myrna said he was a senator at one point. I didn't remember that. But I think he was like Speaker of the House. He was like head of the military. He been in politics since time began. So when I wake up this morning, I text Brenda. And I said, is it true he died? And when I tell Jada, Jada said he wasn't there. I said, Jada, stop. So I remember when the election happened and Trump cheated, people were praying for Dick Cheney, call him Darth Vader. And they were praying for him to send somebody to take care of, who, because he was messing with his daughter, right? So anywho, I asked my friend, I said, so it comes in threes. So does it mean it has to be another white 80-something-year-old man? Or can it be just people who are VPs? Or can it be just people who are in politics? How it work? How this tree go work? Because I think Mitch not that too far behind. 70. Myrna says 70 is the cutoff for the heart transplant. He was 71. Yeah, his money talked. His money talked. Look, I fixed the blouse. I could wear it tomorrow now. I like these things with the shoulder out. I made this for when COVID was going on so they could give me my vaccine. Without, I was one of them when I got the COVID vaccine where I had to stay there extra, right? Joshua and Joe went with me both times. And both times they got the shot and they tell them leave. But me, I have to sit down there a whole hour. Because I have adverse reaction when I get shots. When I went for that, what was the thing called antibodies? When we had COVID back in 2021, me and Joe went for antibodies. Man, that was creepy. Did I ever tell you guys the story? I don't have time. I don't want to hear the story. I love tell story, So, we got COVID together. We in our sick bed. I felt like I was getting better. Joe looked like he was gonna die. I remember thinking, are we gonna make it to our anniversary this year? Our anniversary is December and this was October. This was right after Joe's birthday. So this doctor called from Kaiser. I never talked to him before. And he said he's a retired doctor and he's making phone calls to help out my doctor, because me and Joe and Jada have the same doctor. And he noticed that I had COVID. For some reason, they didn't know Joe had it. And I had sent in the test results because we had the test results elsewhere at a different location. That's not when you could, it was at the time they didn't have the over-the-counter things. Well, they had them, but we couldn't gain access to it. So we had to go someplace else to get tested. And I turned it into Kaiser to let them know. And so he says, I'm checking on you to see how you're doing. And I told him, I said, I feel like I'm over the hurdle, but my husband look like he gonna die. And he says, he has it too? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, what are, the symptoms? And I said, this man lost 9 pounds in 7 days. He not eating, hardly drinking, laying in the bed, sleeping, can't get out the bed, right? So the man said, can you get up to, I want to say it was Edwards Air Force Base. I think that's the one in California, right? Can you get up there right away? Do you have somebody who can drive you? So now Jory was already did he already leave, Carla? Jory got married. No, Jory still lived here. He got married 2022. So I just remember Joshua was going to take us, and Jory jumped up and said, no, I'll take you. And Jory was sick, and he had just gotten better. I think maybe he had the COVID too. And he says, I'll drive you guys. And he drove us. We got over to that place, and they say, park in the parking lot with the green cloth on the fence. It was like a big, long banner. And so we parked in the parking lot, and we're like, okay, somebody gonna come get us. And so we see like some soldiers coming. And so we said, hello, is this where we're supposed to park if we're coming for the antibodies? And he goes, I don't know, but this is where they drop off the dead bodies. I said, oh, let's get out of here. So we had to go in the parking lot behind that. And then other cars pulled up. And then finally they came and fetched us. And they came dressed from head to toe, man, like they going into space. That's how they looked when they came and got us. And so they didn't want Jory to go inside the building because he wasn't going to be treated, right? So he had to stay in the car. But at one point we were in there so long, Jory needed to pee. And so he went and he begged the security guard to let him in. He was able to use the bathroom and go back in the car. So it was just me and Joe. They came and fetched us. And we had to drink a lot of water before we got there. I don't know why, what they needed water for with the antibodies. And they took us in this very sanitized looking building. Took us in the special elevator. And it was like maybe 8 of us. Me, Joe, and 6 other people. And when we got upstairs into where we were supposed to go, I told them, I really need to go because I'm going to like wet myself if I didn't go. And they're like, okay, there's the bathroom, go. So I went, and when I came back out, there was nobody there. There was like a station where a nurse or somebody would be, but nobody was there. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Everybody got beamed up and they left me behind. I just knew that we were rats in some type of glass, what do you call it thing? Aquarium or something. And so I saw a security guard by a door, and I said, hello? I'm looking for my husband. Where did they take him? And he said, oh, he's in this room. And so I went into the room, and it was a little African doctor, maybe from Ethiopia or something. And she explained everything about the antibodies. Remember, Trump had already taken the antibody, that Regeneron or whatever it's called. And she explained how they administered it. And they knew some of the side effects, but they didn't know all the side effects and yada, yada. And I said, is it safe? And she goes, we believe so. And I said, what's it made from? She goes, we don't know. She said they didn't know. And so they wanted to give it to me by IV because that would be safer for me, because if I started to have a reaction, they could stop the IV. But Joe was like, come on, suck it up. Take the injections, because Jory's outside waiting, and we didn't know he had already came in and used the bathroom. And so I said, okay, I guess I'm going to take the injections. So they gave in the back of the 2 arms. I don't remember how many shots there were. It might have been 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the belly. The one in the back of the arm hurt because it's not that trans thing like right on this. It's not that subcutaneous thing like right under the skin. They jab you. My God, today we had to sit there and wait at least an hour to see if we had a reaction. Guess who had a reaction? Me. When I tell you my eyeballs started to itch, I wanted to take them out, scratch them, and put them back in. And then I started to break out in all type of shit. And Joe sitting there look at me, and Joe shake his head like, mothers, you sickening. You always have to have some kind of adverse reaction to everything. Why? It didn't do nothing to Joe. Nothing it did to Joe. When this thing then calmed down, the hives or whatever the hell was breaking out, then they sent me home. And so then Joe sleep like a baby, wake up, and like that, Joe was better. Like that. Me, I was better from the COVID, but I was sick with these adverse reaction. They called me the next day. They called me probably 4 times the next day for me to report back what was going on. Know that I how didn't find out about symptoms, right? Man, I tell you, I suffer. But that was scary. But I like intramuscular. Thank you, Hazel. See, I have a lot of nurses in here. I think Jory had it first, right, Carla? Jory got it from Nelly Nasty Picnic because they had him go back to school to teach quicker than he should have gone back. And then Picnic gave it to him. Then he brought it for me and Joe. Man, I'm mad. Yeah, that shit hurt. Intramuscular hurt. And I broke out with all type of things. Joe didn't have nothing wrong with him. And he reeled up with me. He's like, what the hell? Why? We want to go home. You got we stuck here. It's always you. I remember when this little baby needed blood from this church we used to go to. The baby was born with a heart condition. And it was a Jamaican couple. And the man was like Chinese Jamaican. And the girl was like regular Jamaican. And like Creole Jamaican, right? And they had an older son. And then they had a son before I met them at the church. They had a son that died at 15 months old from something with his heart. And then they had a daughter. That's when I met her. She had just had the daughter. And then later on, as we continued going to church, she had another baby. That baby was a boy. And it looked like the baby born with the same thing the second son died from. But the second son lived to be 15 months. And I guess Loma Linda didn't tell them what that little boy died from. Because if they had known, they probably would have not had any more babies. They wouldn't have even had the daughter who was healthy. So when the baby was born and right away got sick within 2 weeks and he was in Children's Hospital, they needed a blood transfusion for the baby. And they were having trouble to pick from the pool that they had for the blood that they needed because the blood needed to be O negative and CMV negative, that's cytomegalovirus. And everybody in the church that they were testing had the antibodies for cytomegalovirus. So the CMV, the parents had it, the auntie them, the uncle them, cousin them, brother them, everybody had that dratted thing. And so finally, I wasn't getting tested because I didn't have the money to pay to get tested. I think it was like $80 or $85. My kids were little, you know. And so this older lady in the church, that she wasn't loaded either, but she lived on the church property for free, so she didn't pay rent. So Joe went to her and said, Barbara's gonna match that baby because she's very, very rare in everything health-wise. She's gonna match that baby. Somebody need to pay to test her. And so that lady paid for it. They tested me and I was a match. And we were racing down the Children's Hospital when the baby died. Them nasty picnic. Joshua got it years later, Carla. Joshua got it a million years later. Joshua got COVID when it wasn't fashionable to get COVID. Okay, Joshua probably get COVID in 2023. He never got it. Joshua's one of them people never had a cavity. My mom lived to be 69 and never had a cavity. Joshua is 36 and never had a cavity. Never, not one. Doesn't have one repair in his mouth. So, yeah, Joe always tell everybody, she rare. You need something, ask she. She could give it to you. Remember when they had that tennis player where the daughter had leukemia and they needed a bone marrow transplant? And they were like part Caribbean, I think maybe part Jamaican or something. And Joe kept telling me to go give the gal the bone marrow because Joe said, I bet you match she. You are rare, I bet you match she. But me never know what that entail, and if they have to put me on anesthesia, I wasn't with that because you guys know I have that rare enzyme deficiency where when they give me, I thought it was the anesthesia that caused the problem, but it's the paralytic that caused the problem. And so I'm like, I ain't going that me hear that thing hurt. I hear water running in the bathroom. Maybe Joshua using the bidet. No, Myrna, you've never caught it? Thank you, Jesus. Stay at home, gal. I didn't want to catch flu right now. You know, Mikey hasn't come to check the electricity at my house yet. And he's in town now. I don't know how long he's gonna stay, but he came to town 2 weeks ago from Northern California and he had the flu. I said, no come here with the flu. We gonna wait. So I have to go make his cheesecake because that's the payment. That's the payment, guys. That's the payment. That's the payment. After Mikey come, I'm gonna tell you guys a story of something that happened back in August. There's so much that I have to tell, but I have to tell it when the problem is resolved, because if you're telling it in between, people out there that want to harm you could harm you. I could tell it after the problem is resolved, okay? But you guys gonna be shocked to hear that story. Yeah, Joshua took forever. Joe caught COVID 2 times for sure. And I think maybe he did catch it a third time in between, but we couldn't get in to get tested anywhere, and so we don't have the concrete evidence of that. But there's 2 times for sure that he caught it, and the one time is when he went for his dad's funeral in Belize. That's January 2023 was the last time he caught it. Thank you, Jesus, and I hope he never catches it again, because I feel like COVID shaved 5 years off of your life. The November 14 will make 3 years since his mom passed. And then remember his dad passed 2 months later. So that's the last time he caught it. Me, so far I catch it 1 time. Joshua 1 time. When Joshua took the test, he was shocked and mad. He says, what the hell? I was supposed to go through life not catching this ever. You were hospitalized 6 times during the COVID and you didn't catch it? Man, you blessed. I remember when Joe's little nephew, you know, Joe's older sister has a nephew that's disabled, right? I remember when he caught COVID, he was in the hospital for a month, I think. And he made it. The boy made it. I heard the water going. I thought something was leaking in there. Joshua, can you hand me the water in another white bottle there?
Water?
The white bottle right there?
Which water?
That right there. You got water, right?
Yeah. What water?
In the bathroom where you run in the bidet?
Shaving.
Okay, because I heard water running. I think it's Dean that gave us these little water bottle, and they come in so handy out the street because they're not too heavy.
Nice.
And they hold very well water. Your phone got low battery. Carla, thank you for coming and spending time with us. I missed you guys. I was supposed to come back on yesterday at 5, but I got busy messing around with something on that damn computer. Right now I have to like settle down here, plug up the computer, and pull everything off to an external drive. Where the drive there? Because the computer pack. It looks crazy just like my brain. Bye, Carla, darling. I see we stocks making money. I see that thing you sent me about trying to make money. The only way I would sell some of that stock right now is if we could turn it over into something else. So keep me informed if you find something else we can buy, and we'll sell off 25% of our shares and then use the profit to buy something else. Okay, Carla? We gonna start taking risks. We don't know what the hell we doing, but them stocks tied up for 3 years and barely made a profit, right? We're gonna do it. They kept you in isolation. Okay. Thomasina, you still with us? Wait a minute. Thomasina had a birthday. We gotta sing happy birthday to Thomasina. Thomasina had a birthday on October the 25th. When I'm fighting them people over my damn fridge. Happy birthday to Thomasina. Happy birthday, dear Thomasina. Well, let's do the one that Michael did on Bart. Thomasina, it's your birthday. God bless you this day. We know it's the 25th of October. You gave me the gift of a beautiful friendship, and I'm proud of you today. I wish you peace and goodwill. I wish you praise and joy. I wish you better than your heart's desire. and a first kiss from a boy. Thomasina, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Sina. It was October the 25th. God, I've been so out of it, sis. I've been out of it. Man, I've been fighting every day. All my life I gotta fight. Speaking of which, what part Oprah Day? What part Tyler Perry Day? How come they out there giving money to some food bank to feed people? Yours was October 10th. Happy birthday, Simply Smarter. You were 2 days before Joe. Then Thomasina was the 25th. Thomasina was the day after Evie. I have a cousin who's the 25th too. But we don't bother with them. All these, 25th is a Scorpio, right? Ooh! Thomasina's a Scorpio, just like Evie. Mm-hmm. No, the next birthday coming up on November 19th is my daughter-in-law. And then December 16th is my step-granddaughter. That's Joe's brother's birthday too. And then December 20th is our 39th wedding anniversary. And then December 27th is Jada's 30th birthday. Jada not going to be with us. Jada's going to Ireland. She not even going to be here Christmas Day. We might as well put up the Christmas tree now, open gifts now. Gifts that we don't have. Oh. I saw something, I forget who sent it to me, that Mariah Carey met with Bibi Netanyahu. I don't know when, but she signed a deal with like Sephora or something. And people are saying don't stream her Christmas song this year. Stream the one by Eartha Kitt. What's the one that Eartha Kitt did? Is it Santa Baby? Da 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 dee, da da da. Is that one? Right? Stream that. Don't stream the one from Mariah Carey. I was all too happy to see that because I hate that song with everything that's inside of me. I like white Christmas. Yeah. I hate that song. That song is overplayed. It's not an ugly song, but it's overplayed and overdone. I'm tired of it. Jada has never liked Mariah Carey since she was a little girl. When she got up and sang at age 3 at the Fontana Days function when Jessica went up there with her. See how long I've known Jessica? From Jada was 3 years old. And the Englishman kissed her hand and goes, wow. I think she was 4. 4 years old. And he goes, the next Mariah Carey. And she went back and she goes, I don't want to be her. Is it Santa Baby? Okay. You know which song I like too? The one from, I'm going to say the wrong name. If it's either Saya or SZA. I don't know which one did it. I know those are 2 different people, but I don't know which one sing the song when say, let's go below zero and hide from the sun. That one, oh my God, that is my favorite Christmas song that I love to play, and I love Mamacita, Donde Está Santa Claus. I have quite a few that I like. But we're not going to stream Mariah Carey. One time I had to do a short with that song from Mariah Carey because that's what was required from YouTube for me to do because I was in the shorts. I'm still in the shorts program, you know. I've just not been making any shorts. You know? I've just not been making any shorts. Yeah. So, all of them are meeting with Bibi. They're all about Israel. You can't say nothing about Israel because then people equate that to you talking against the Jewish people when that's not true. It's like when they bash America, I don't think they're bashing me, the American people. They're bashing the country, not me. Because they know that not all people in America are bad. You know? I like that one too. I like that. I love Jose Feliciano. You know he used to play a 12-string guitar? Esther already have up her Christmas tree, you know. My daughter-in-law already has up her Christmas. It's not decorated yet, but it's up. I told Joe we're going to put it up Last time, I usually put it up Black Friday, but last time I put it up early, hoping that that would bring some good juju for us to win the elections. But you know they cheated. So I don't know when I'm going to put it up this year, but I feel like I'm going to have trouble with Evie. I don't think she's going to mess with it and put it down and stuff, but I think she's going to bark at it for hours not knowing what it is. Because if you put, like I put this table, I have this table here today. I brought it from the room and brought it out here to do some work. Evie barked at that table for a good hour. I'm like, Evie, it's a table. It's not going to hurt you. But she just kept barking and barking and barking. Mrs. Charlene, don't ask for nothing. Okay. We're going to have to look that up. We're going to have to look that up. You know, of course, Belize have Morning Miss Lady. I have a video somewhere with my dad playing that on the motorga. You know, I always wanted to learn how to play the harmonica. And my dad gave me one before he went to Belize, and I bought one for myself. And I really haven't touched the damn thing. I'm going to start looking at videos. But I was working on a project, something that I wanted to put out for sale. And I wasn't sure if it's something that I should do. But then every step of the way, God provided for it. Right when I didn't think I had the next money to buy the next prop or the next food item, God provided. And he provided and he provided and he provided every step of the way till the last picture was taken. So we'll see. Jada came from the search Don't Ask for Nothing by Mrs. Charlene. Okay. Can you send it to my phone too, Sina? Send it to my phone, just in case I forgot and I can't find it. I want to hear it. Watch me ask Jada about her Christmas song. Jada, baby, do you have your Christmas song ready for this Christmas?
Girl, I'm not even gonna be here for Christmas.
Every July, I tell Jada, let's write a Christmas song. We wrote one, right, Jada?
Hi there.
We wrote one. We just didn't put it to music. So it's like grandma got run over by a reindeer? Is it kind of like that? I like the funny ones too, you know. I like some of the oldies but goodies, like the churchy sounding ones, like Ades de Fidele. I like some of those ones, you know, there's time for that. And O Tannenbaum,
There
wie
you go.
treu sie dein Blätter.
Again?
Du grüßt nicht nur
Again?
zur Sonne seid. Nein, umfantiert es, wenn es night.
Why you do this? Huh? Why you do this? You don't do this. No. Naughty girl. Every time.
Everything is in the back fridge, okay, baby? Because they come in tomorrow.
So they said.
No, this is a different repair company. The lady told them that I was threatening to go to social media, and right away Will Pull is apologizing to Costco because Costco is such a good customer, and we're gonna send a different company out, and they're coming all the way from Bakersfield, and blase. Well, their headquarters is in Bakersfield, so let's see what happens tomorrow. But the lady was excited. She's all the way in Canada, the little Armenian lady. She's all like, yeah, I told him what you said. Yeah. I'm like, I could do her job. I know how to threaten. I saw you sent the text. I had to play Tetris in a back fridge. Every day Evie goes in Jada's room and tear up paper. What message you trying to send mommy? Man, when I wake up in the morning, Evie comes skipping down the hallway, her butt like this. Like she twists her whole body. I'm like, why me? Joe says she doesn't greet him like that. She'll jump and happy to see him wag her tail and stuff. But for me, it's a skip. And if it's like, if 7:30 is going by and I didn't come out the room yet, she like wake up. I'm like, go wake your mom.
She does.
I saw that you sent it. She coming, mommy. Mommy gonna get you. She coming. Let Jada listen to. Yeah, the song that me and Jada wrote was about Belizean Christmas. Because that's all I know growing up Belizean Christmas. I remember I was old as F when I figured out about Santa Claus. We're not going to say what we figured out because children might be watching. And I told my grandpa, I know something because look at this handwriting. This is my mother's handwriting. And he said, you better shut your damn mouth and not mess it up for the little ones, or else you're not going to get nothing next year. I shut up after that. And my mom was like, you still believe it? I'm like, mm-hmm. For years, I carry on that lie. Oh my God. Because I'm the oldest granddaughter, you know? Praise God, I don't think my grandparents, I think all of my grandparents' grandchildren are still alive. Praise God. My brother is the oldest at 60. I'm 59. The next is like my uncle, my older uncle's kids, like the daughter, I think. I don't know how old she is. Probably 58, 57. Then my cousin Papi Lou, he's 57. He's 2 years under me. His sister is 3 years under me. She's 56. And they go right down to maybe 50 out of the 8 that used to live with my grandma. And then the other ones, they're younger, you know. Then listen to her song called I Thought Someone with One Pair of Shoes Said Something. Okay. I'm going to go listen to her. What do I have to sing for you guys? We didn't put the song that we wrote, we didn't put it to music. We just wrote the lyrics. But it was good. We had a hook and a catch, and I think Jada has it somewhere in her room. I figured it out, and I probably figured it out when I was about 8 or 9. And that's when I told my grandpa, and he said, shut your damn mouth. So I think I was 12, and my mom was like, what's wrong with this girl? Is she slow? I said, my grandpa said, shut up. I shut up after that. It's crazy. Today is barely Tuesday, and I've fought so hard since Friday. All my life I had to fight. Maybe tomorrow I could take the day off and not fight. What do you guys think? I have to start recording videos again. I recorded a bunch of videos today, but they were all for the artificial intelligence. You guys pay attention to 3iAtlas. I'm going to post a link at my post section from Dr. Lisa Vest, because she's the one that's keeping me up to date on this thing, okay? Not like that old asshole who come in and talk about watch TikTok. Hey mama watch TikTok. Jenna, what are those little things that you bought that's in a little ice cream cup? Is it ice cream?
It's gelato.
Oh, gelato. You didn't tell me that already. Did you find your green salsa?
Now I did.
Joshua said it was in a bag or something. Then there was another thing folded in there, but I don't know what it is. You found that? Is it that? On the eggs. Sitting on the eggs? What is that sitting on the eggs? Okay, I didn't want to throw it out because next thing you know, you said, it's for me, you throw it out. All right, guys. I'm going to get off and go finish one more repair of clothing. And then tomorrow I'm going to tackle Jada's white dress. But today I'm going to sew a button on this skirt for her. And I got to do something else, remember? Something else I was going to sit here and do. I forgot already. All right. I guess I'm going to go watch some YouTubers to see who won these darn elections. You guys, I'm going to try to come back again live tomorrow after the refrigerator people leave. So in the evening again, because they're supposed to come between 10 and 12. And I'm having confidence because it's not the same company. It's not Paradise Appliance Repair. It's Appliance Repair Technicians, I think it's called, the company. They're out of Bakersfield, California. So let's see if they come. I'm confident that they will because they're new and they might want to impress Whirlpool. So Let's see. Good night, y'all. Sarita Juliet, thank you for saying hi. I'll text you the thing right now. I'll go into my Amazon and I'll text you the link to my Amazon wish list. That way you could take it off the wish list. Thank you in advance, Diane. And we're gonna make a big to-do when it comes. We're gonna have a sewing session when it comes, all right? Bye guys. I love y'all.